Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Romance 14 Young Feng playthrough. Okay, so, man, we've got a lot of stuff to do. So let's go over the plan, right? So the ultimate goal of the campaign is to kick out Lu Bu. Sounds ridiculous, honestly, but that's the goal. We're going to capture Luo Yang and rescue the Emperor yet again. That will fulfill the redemption arc for this bandit turned Han loyalist turned slightly bandit again. So before we do that, we're gonna have there's a lot of obstacles, man. There's so many people we're gonna have to fight through. So before we do that, we have to get Xiapi. Okay, it's a huge city. It has a lot of income. There's two big cities really on the right side, like Eastern Zongyuan. The two big cities are Xiapi and Shoshun. Since we're allied with Zhang Yang right now, and his AI is very defensive, so I think he's going to turn this into, like, Trap City here. He's probably going to reinforce the hell out of the city. We're going to leave him alone and just focus on Xiapi for that reason. I mean, we're already at war here. The real reason, actually, is because there's a geographic advantage that we get. Which geographic advantages, if you don't know, are unique bonuses that you get for having territories. Kind of like landmarks from Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. The one that we'll get for Shu is Craftsman. So attacks from your bases, so that's going to be all bases once we have it turned on, by your force are strengthened by 20%. So our damage goes up by 1/5. Our city counterattack damage. Any of our cities. And the amount of durability restored is increased by 20%. So the second part is nice, but the main part is the damage, the extra damage when your city's under attack. That's huge. That makes your cities way more resilient to attacks. So, and since our force is not great, we need every advantage that we can get. So, not only is this kind of the jewel of the Eastern Central Plains, it's also going to give us that unique passive bonus. And there's a lot of them. You can look them up under this tab here. This is one of the best ones, though, the Craftsman bonus, because it's not just for those two cities. It's going to turn it on going forward. So we have to take Xiapi. Now, what else is going on this map? We're not going to be able to get Jiangxia because Yuan Shao's almost there. Actually, Cao Cao's racing for him. They're both racing for it, but like I said, Cao Cao's got no navy, man. So his maneuver... These boats are horrible, and I really think that's going to hurt his expansion, honestly. If he's going to keep trying to cross these rivers, it's just not going to work for him. So Cao Cao's on the way to drive us off of the village right now, but he is so far off. What's the order down to, actually? Let's check. The order's down to 4. I'm going to drive it all the way down to 0, one more turn. And then I'm going to get out of here. So we'll be long gone by the time he gets here. Again, because he doesn't have the tech to cross the river. So he's actually in a really tough spot, which is great for me. We're just going to keep drafting right now. There's all there is to do. Get a few more soldiers. Also, we need to renew our alliance. Let's send an envoy to Zhang Yang. I'm just going to give him this item I found, actually. That'll boost it a little bit faster, I think. Alright, let's send him this book. Oof. Really bad politicals. I think the book is good enough, though. It'll seal it. So we have to get up to Trusted before we can ask for a renewal or an extension to the alliance. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to renew the alliance. Get a few more soldiers before we deploy another bandit squad. Send the gold over. And I think I'm going to... Dong Zhao. Dong Zhao is actually the guy who pretty much sold out Yang Fen and Hang Xian to Cao Cao. When Cao Cao shows up to reinforce the Emperor's entourage, Dong Zhao is the one who's like, hey, Yang Feng and Hang Xian aren't worth anything. You know, you can get rid of those two guys. They're pretty much worthless. Like, he betrays them in order to ingratiate himself with Cao Cao. Pretty much sells them out. He's like, yeah, those guys are just a bunch of old bandits, you know, they're not worth anything. And it's funny that he's our advisor right now. Alright, also one thing I wanted... Now, I would send Yang Feng But he is reckless, so we're gonna let Li Ju handle this. Oh, but he only has snake formation, which snake formation is not beneficial. It's not beneficial for this situation because we're gonna be over a village tile. We're not gonna be in woods or mountains, so he's not gonna get the bonus. What if we send them up here? 32 order? Yeah, let's send them up here. I like how I just came up with the plan, and then I'm like, oh look, there's a vulnerable village up here in the mountains for my mountain bandit. I'll send them over there. Here you go. Here's 1,000 soldiers. Here's 1,000 soldiers. Go have fun. All right, let's get this guy back. So this means our most useful bandit for this core here is actually gonna be Yang Feng's buddy, our bandit bro Han Xian, because he's not reckless. If I try to put Yang Feng here and they deploy, Yang Feng's gonna leave his post. He's gonna stop pillaging to charge at the enemy, and we have to be over the village every single turn in order to lower the order, just like Han Xian's been doing. Which it should be at 0, by the way. Let's see. Are we at 0? Yeah, you see that little shield there with the person icon right under barracks? It's at 0 now, so it's completely drained. So yeah, we can send him back, which means South South will probably stop chasing us now. The AI should be able to see that we're not pursuing or anything. Or I mean that we're leaving their territory. That's alright. Okay, let's get Han Xian. Do we mess with Li Ju, or do we start trying to bring down Gongsun Du? That's the question. How strong is Cao Cao right now? 7,000. Yeah, I feel like we can start working on Gongsun Du. Let's do it. We'll start driving his order down. Now our bandit unit is going to need some protection, so let's deploy our created officer, the butcher, Su Heng. I'm going to give him 5,000. Why not? Alright, you follow behind. I guess, yeah. Maybe you could build a, oh no. Let's not build anything. Let's purely save our money for recruiting right now. Once we get our wagon of supplies heading up here, then I'll start spending some of my gold. But first, let's actually get our wagon out there on the road. Alright, alright, while we're marching out, let me watch Ma Tang just lay siege to this city. Oh, he's building a camp first. That's going to boost the defense of his nearby units. An emissary. Oh, he's going to ask me for his village. Yeah. That's one of the things I hate about the PUK. They added this extra command where your allies randomly ask you for your villages, and since they're villages, you're gonna of course say no, and they don't stop asking you. So what ends up happening is your relations deteriorate with your allies. I almost feel like it's a bug because it's happened to almost every ally that I make in this game. Li Ju's left the city. That's weird. Who's left in the city? So let's just see here. Li Ju is deployed. Guo Xi's deployed. Oh, there's nobody here. Wow, Xiao Qiao. Is that Sun Sei's wife? Or Zhou Yu's wife? Zhou Yu's wife is a free officer here. She's got some awesome traits, man. Okay, so there's no good general is garrisoned in the city. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a bandit unit over there as well. We'll send Yang Feng over with 2,000. Just in case he gets into trouble. He is reckless, like I said. He's probably gonna charge off. Alright, now let's get our supplies. We need gold. We need gold in our capital. Now, one thing I recommend, guys, is when you're first setting up your game, make sure that your transport speed is set to fast. So your transports are already a little bit faster. Because the speed of this game, the tempo of this game is a little slow at times. And you don't want to be stuck just sitting around waiting for supplies to come in. Like, it's really tedious how long it takes sometimes. So set your transport speed to fast to at least mitigate it a little bit. Alright. Well, he's not deploying anybody. See if you can take up position next to him. Okay, this village is now reduced to nothing. No order there, so let's move on to the next one. No bandits yet either, though. Cao Cao's beating up Zhang Kai. This is not even nowhere near a fair matchup. Alright, let's see if Gong Xun Du deploys against us. Is he gonna defend his village or what? What will you do? Oh yeah, he's deploying. Okay, this is overkill. Or I think he's heading south, right? This guy's a pretty solid general. Lu Dai. Did you guys hear that squeal? That was Zhang Kai getting routed. Oh man, we got a lot. We're doing a lot right now. We're doing a lot. This should be an interesting exchange. We need to get our veteran up here, though. Yeah, we're losing the exchange. He's got a little bit of a higher defense than us. So I actually don't know how long I'm going to be able to stand here. Maybe one turn. One more turn. Yeah, Li Ju is gone on vacation, apparently. She's gone on holiday. Which is fine. While he's gone on holiday, we will prey on his territory here. I think it'd be easier for you to get up to here. Alright, we're gonna hold for one turn, and then we're gonna have to run back, because our unit is not set up for defense. Arrow formation is not very good for prolonged battles. Transport's on the way, which is good. We're gonna need more soldiers. We're gonna go through them pretty quickly. Oh, wait, you're deployed. Dongchen. Dongchen's probably good. Alright. Alright, nothing else to do. How's Ma Teng's assault going up here? Oh, it's just beginning. I'm sure he's gonna take that city. I'd be shocked if he didn't take it. Alright. Like I said, we're barely losing on this exchange. Now we're pincered. There we go. Suheng is here. The violent warrior. That old troublemaker. Wow. He's ripping this guy to shreds. Almost got him. Oh no. Liu Dai has challenged Hang Xian. Oh boy. Our bandits caught in a duel. Alright, time to put that saw blade to use. Oh, is he gonna have a spear in his model? Of course. Yes. Nice. That was critical. That's gonna cripple his morale. You were all talk. That crippled morale. Now we're gonna sustain. He's routed. We captured him. We just need Suheng to move up. Now we'll have him in a pincer instead. Man, Hang Xian, man. That duel was critical. If he didn't win that duel, he would not have lowered the stats sufficiently to be able to survive. Now we have him in a pincer. His morale is going to plummet even faster. If we can get another duel against him, because you're not limited to one duel. You can keep triggering a duel against the same commander. Oh, he's running. He's had enough. So you're going to leave your village in the clutches of chaos. You're going to give it over to chaos. Gongzundu. Ah, he wants us to release his son. We will release him. Whoa. That's too good for you, man. You need to hand this over. +7 leadership. You hand over the 6 secret teachings. We'll let him go. He said no? Wow, he said no. Must be a pretty good reading for you not to give it up to save your son. Oh, we're just barely winning over here. I will dispatch the soldiers you need. Yes, go attack South Cao. Keep him off our backs. Go get him, Jigsaw. Oh, he triggered his tactic to buff his defense. I'm like, why am I not hurting this guy? I should be doing more than that. Alliances are expiring. Alright, Yang Feng, we're gonna have to pull you back. We can't risk you. Can't risk anything happening to you. This is your story. It would be a shame if it ended already. I don't want you to go the way of Hanfu. Okay. We're already coming up on the year 197. Now, I'm not strong enough to attack the city. But I can at least stay in the field and lower the order. Actually, what I'm gonna do... Oh, we don't have the resources. Never mind. I was gonna start building some stuff, but no, we don't have the resources. Better play it safe. Okay. There's nothing to do here. Just wait for income to come in. Start building up more and more soldiers. Why are you building more traps, man? You're supposed to help us attack South South. They exchange tactics. Jeho Yuan should destroy this guy, honestly. He is going to win that fight, but... What are you guys... What is this guy doing? Where are you going now? You're marching on my city? Yeah, this is how the AI does it. They kind of like... If your numbers get too low in your city, it's just... I mean, it's always been like this. You leave to attack another city, and there's always a chance that a force is going to stop what it's doing and go attack you, just because your numbers are low. But we can actually drive these guys off. It is annoying because I'm trying to drive order down to 0 over here, but that's fine. I'm going to call the retreat. We'll have Su Heng return to the city. Hang Xian's going to stay right there and just keep lowering the morale. Honestly, he's pretty far from the city still. I don't have to do anything to him yet. Building a camp with 120 soldiers, that's gonna take an eternity to complete. Okay. What's the village down to here? 2. All right. That's so dumb that they're gonna try to build a camp. Look at the progress on this camp in 1 turn. 41 points. He needs 400 to finish that camp. Also, Li Ju's putting himself in harm's way. If he comes down here, we've got Li Yu out here. Our bandit can come down from the mountains and cut off his supply train. I really don't want either of these guys, but I guess we'll take this guy. And then, again, nothing else to do. We're totally broke right now. We need our guy to return. Our veteran here. Come on back. Strangely enough, there's been no bandit spawns yet. Alright, so this is down to 0. We can leave. Like I said, these guys are putting themselves in harm's way. We're gonna approach. We're gonna approach and prepare to cut off their supply lines. I'm actually gonna get my general here because this is where the battle is gonna take place. I think it's gonna take place right here. By the time they get there and we clash, we're gonna try to cut them off from their supplies, throw them into confusion, and that should be it. He should be destroyed after that. Well, I'm not even gonna need to use Li Yu, I guess. One of the new officers that we have actually has owl formation, so I'm just gonna send him straight up, and we're gonna cut off his supply line with him. And so instead, I'll send Li Yu. Since we're gonna cut off the supply line, probably destroy this army, I'm gonna have my bandit work on lowering the order in this spot now next as well. And our veteran Su Heng is just gonna hold the village. He's gonna get their attention and just tie them down, while our what's that guy's name? Bu Dugan. But while Bu Dugan cuts off their supply line, so. And then I was gonna send Hang Xian back to castle, but why send him back to castle where this guy's easy pickings, you know? So owl formation is insanely fast. Look how fast that is. Wow, we're gonna be on top of the siege weapon already. I didn't think it was actually faster than I anticipated. Okay, so we're gonna back off. We're gonna back off and encircle. Cut off his unit from the rest of the force instead. I actually wasn't expecting to run into that siege weapon like that. We're almost here. So he's going to lose his forces, and then he's going to have to worry about retaking his core. Possibly 2 cores, actually. Alright, guys. So I've got to wrap this up here because I've gone way over on my recording time. Like, I looked back at the footage, and I'm like, holy shit, I've got like an hour and 40 minutes, and we were only supposed to do 50 minutes. So, you know, Romance 14... because it's turn-based, it has that feeling of, okay, let me do one more turn. And one more turn. And one more turn. And you just keep going, you know, because you want to see your strategy implemented, but while your strategy is being implemented, you're picking up new little things that you want to do. So by the time it's implemented, you're already moving on. You're like, alright, I've got other things I want to get to. So, we lost track of time. It's fine. That's why I'm editing this part in here, so we can cut it here. And I think what I'll do is, I'll have 2 video uploads this week. And so the plan is gonna be, hopefully you will see that, is that we're gonna try to conclude our business with Li Ju right away, and then head towards Xiapi. Because one of the things I've realized is that I really need the funding to do this bandit stuff. I need more funding. Right now I'm doing the bandit stuff with like 1,000 man crews. As the powers start to get stronger, they will be able to send stronger responses. So we need to keep up with the power curve on the map. That's the best way I can explain it. It's a power curve, and we have to keep up with it so that we don't fall behind, or all our fun's gonna fall behind too, and we're not gonna be able to have any. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next video. Till then, take care.